It's time for another Pickups Week where I get some scores from Amazon, GameStop, Gamefly, and Woot. It's the Bargain Game Hunter. So this week is again kind of a fairly standard Pickups Week. I will say, though, we have some pretty exciting stuff coming later on in the week. I went online on GameStop's website, and they had some really a lot of really valuable, uncommon retro games. I don't know if they just got a massive shipment or something or what, but they had some real expensive stuff. Let's put it this way. Both Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum were available to order. Now, I have both of those already, but they were available. So, stuff like that that's really expensive. I think Silent Hill 2 was on there too. Like, a lot of the top dollar retro games were available. Cincy Game Hunting, who's a friend of the channel, he posted apparently Godzilla for PS4 was available. So, needless to say, there were some big ticket games that if you were willing to take the gamble to see if you got a complete copy, could be a big score. I did a little bit. I didn't go for anything crazy, but I did order 2 games, and we will see those when they come in later in the week. But before then, we got some other stuff. So we'll start off with Amazon. Now this game, I've heard good things about, and they did make a physical copy of it. They had a brand new sealed on Amazon for $20. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well. Can't hurt. Deep Rock Galactic, the special edition on the PS5. It's got some extra goodies in it. Apparently it's a pretty fun, multiplayer FPS. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Again, I've heard good things about this game, and now I have it on PS5. So there you go. And then comes the game that I've actually been playing for a few days, actually. This game is great. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's from a franchise that I have enjoyed in the past. I feel it fell off a bit, but now I think it's back. And I'm very happy that it's back because I do enjoy this franchise, and I'm very glad that now we have a really good standout game on current gen platforms to celebrate it. Borderlands 4. This is the Super Deluxe Edition on the Xbox Series X. So this is the big fancy edition. Comes with all the DLC, tons of extra content, all that good stuff. I've been playing it for a few days now. It's really good. Because I pre-ordered it from GameStop, I also got this cool Psycho mask. So that's pretty neat. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I probably display it somewhere. But yeah, cool Psycho mask to add to my collection of stuff. But yeah, Borderlands 4, awesome. If you're a fan of Borderlands 2 or any of the Borderlands games in general, I would definitely play this one. It plays a lot better. The story is a lot more interesting. I think you'll like it a lot more than Borderlands 3. So yeah, give this one a shot, even if you're a lapsed Borderlands fan. And then these last 2 games I picked up from Gamefly. And I know I've done this spiel probably several times, but I do get new viewers on my channel fairly frequently. So I'll do it again because it's good knowledge. Gamefly is honestly one of the best places to buy pre-owned games from, because unlike a store like GameStop or other online retailers where you're not buying it new, Gamefly games, if you buy it from them, pretty much always, I don't think I've ever had a single game from Gamefly that wasn't in absolute pristine condition. And when I say pristine, I mean it basically comes brand new, except it's not shrink wrapped. That's pretty much it. Everything that's supposed to come with the game will come with the game. If it has a slipcover, it has the slipcover. Comes with all kinds of stuff. And they do sales where you can get free shipping as well, which is pretty awesome. So I picked up 2 games from them. These are 2 games I've been wanting to pick up for a little bit, but I waited until I could find a really good price, and honestly, these are really good prices. So we'll start off with Killing Floor 3 on the Xbox. This is a really fun multiplayer, frantic shooter. It kind of is in the same vein as Left 4 Dead, So if you enjoy that kind of multiplayer, kind of wave-based, frantic co-op shooter, I think this is a good game to play. I'm excited to try it out, and it is cross-platform, so that's fun. So hopefully I'll find some friends who will be willing to dive in and play this with me. Be pretty happy with that. And then this one is just nostalgic. I played a lot of this game franchise back in the day, because if you don't know already, I was a PC gamer when I was a kid. And this was one of those franchises that was educational that my parents allowed me to play. They made a new game in 2024, I believe. No, it was 2025. And I wanted to give it a shot because I have a feeling it's probably going to be fun. 40th anniversary of Carmen Sandiego on the PS5. So this is the anniversary edition, and it comes with a slipcover. It's got a bunch of goodies. Like, look how beautiful the condition is on this. The box is minty. Slipcover's there, all the goodies are in there. So yeah, if you don't buy from Gamefly, you really should. They're a great place to find uncommon games and just games in terrific condition. So yeah, that's all that. Still have a few packages coming later in the week. One is from Woot and one is from GameStop. So we will check those out when they come in. All right, it is time for the final recap, and we have a few more games to showcase. 3 pickups from Woot and 2 from GameStop. Now, this I'm pretty excited about because these are pretty uncommon games. Let me explain the situation here. So, GameStop recently, I think as of a couple days ago, it might have been earlier, like on Monday or something like that. But anyway, they, for some reason, just had a whole bunch of really uncommon games in stock on their website. And when I say uncommon, I'm talking Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Coliseum. Almost every Pokemon game was in stock. Silent Hill 2, some rare PS1 RPGs, like a lot of really cool, pretty tough to find stuff was in stock on GameStop's website. So I took a little gander. I am trying to slow down on game pickups, mostly because I've got other stuff going on, but also I'm running out of room again. And I don't really want to buy another shelf yet, but I'm probably going to have to, but regardless. So I decided to get a couple games, because these are ones that I've been wanting for a little bit, and they're pretty rare. Now, one of them is a guaranteed win, because even loose, it's still worth more than what I paid. The other one is completely a gamble. If it's complete, I did fine. If it's not complete, I didn't. Now, I have not looked. I just opened it. So let's take a look and see what we got. Oh no. I don't like the feel of this one is definitely not a real case. Let's do this one. Oh, okay. Well, this was the one I really didn't want to fail on, and I did. Let's take a look at the disc. It looks pretty good. It sucks because I had a complete copy of this. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I don't remember if I sold it. I don't think I did. But I had this game, got rid of it somehow, and yeah, now I have a loose disc copy. Whatever. We have Alice Madness Returns on the Xbox 360. This is the sequel to American McGee's Alice. Pretty uncommon Xbox 360 game. So I'm glad to have it back in the collection, even if it's a loose disc. Obviously, I'm not happy it's a loose disc, but, you know, it is what it is. I paid $35 and loose, because I wrote down both the loose and the complete pricing for both of these games just in case. The loose is for $26, so I definitely lost on that one, unfortunately. This one I know I won't, and unfortunately, I know right off the bat it's definitely not the correct case. But will it have cover art? No, it will not. Double loss, man, that sucks. We have The Godfather, The Dawn's Edition on the PS3. Now, the Godfather game came out, I believe, in 2006 on the Xbox 360, PS2, Xbox. I don't think it came out on GameCube. But later on in 2007, it got a re-release only on PS3 and Wii, which were the two platforms that came out after it was released. Now, the Wii version, which I also have, ironically, is called Black Hand Edition, and it basically just uses motion controls. The Dawn's Edition, which is the PS3 one, is the one that's valuable. As you can see, it was originally priced at $60. I paid less than that. I think I paid like 53, something like that. 57, okay. But this one has DLC on the disc, I believe. So that's pretty cool. And of course, it's just kind of the most complete version of the Godfather game. So if you wanted to play it, this is the best version. Plus, I already have Godfather 2 on PS3, so now I have both on PS3. So there you go. I paid 57, and even in loose condition, this one is actually worth $70. It would have been worth 80 complete, but hey, $70, that's still a pretty good win, and this is a pretty hard to find game. So it's disappointing they were complete, but what can you do? All right, let's take a look at the 3 games I picked up from Woot. These were just, I don't know, games I was kind of interested in. They were pretty cheap. Figured I'd add them to the collection. They sounded cool. So we'll start off with Snow Bros. Wonderland on the Switch. Easy Gamer picked this up fairly recently, I believe. It looks like a fun multiplayer game. And the Switch is kind of an excellent multiplayer party game system. So I figured I'd pick up another one on here. There's definitely something like some sort of cards or something inside. So there's some extras in addition to the actual game chip, but that's cool. Anyway, this one I think was only $15. Yeah, it was $15 and it's worth 32. So pretty solid pickup there. I'm gonna try to pronounce this. The Thaumaturge on the Xbox. This is a story-driven RPG. It sounds kind of cool. I was mostly reading the description of it, and it sounded pretty interesting, so I figured I'd pick it up. Again, fairly cheap. Not a game you see very often, so I figured it was worth a grab. So I picked it up for $20. It's worth 47 new, so this was a big one. Big score there. And then this game I heard is getting to be hard to find, so I figured I'd snag it since they had it on Woot, and that is Gal Guardian Servants of the Dark on the PS5. This is a Metroidvania. Looks pretty interesting. I think there is another one. I need to find that one now, but I think this one's getting to be kind of hard to find. I paid 27. This one's worth 42. So we did well on the Woot stuff. That made up for our losses on the GameStop. And then the rest of the stuff we picked up, we'll start off with Carmen Sandiego, the 40th anniversary on the PS5. Again, it's a Gamefly game, so it's super complete, has everything that it came with originally. It's basically just brand new minus the shrink wrap, so pretty awesome pickup. Paid 23, it's worth 35. Killing Floor 3 on the Xbox, multiplayer shooter, looks fun. Hopefully I can get some people to try it out with. I paid 28, it's worth 40. Then we have the game that I've been playing a lot of lately, and that is Borderlands 4, the Super Deluxe Edition on the Xbox. This game is a lot of fun. Randy Pitchford is an idiot who keeps opening his mouth when he shouldn't, but this game is a lot of fun. I have not run into any performance issues on Xbox. Apparently, Xbox is the best platform in terms of no issues, because I've heard lots of reports on PS5 and PC having issues, but not Xbox, so if you want to play Borderlands 4 without any issues, you might want to get the Xbox version. But anyway, paid 120 and it's worth 130 when it came out brand new. And then the last game is Deep Rock Galactic, the special edition on the PS5. Another game that I heard was pretty good, and this is the only physical version of it, so I figured I'd pick it up. I paid $20 for this, and it is worth 18, so a slight loss, but that's okay. And there we go. Some solid pickups to add to the collection. I do have a couple more uncommon games I ordered from GameStop that are supposed to arrive next week. Easy Gamer actually bought these exact same two and got very lucky, and he documented that he got very lucky. I'm hoping I am the same. Knowing my luck, I'm going to get 2 generic cases again, but I'm crossing my fingers that these will both be complete, because if they are, that'd be a huge score. But we'll find out about those next week, as well as any other games I might pick up. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, that way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you on the next episode of the Bargain Game Hunter. Bye-bye.